Good morning, students. Today we are starting the chapter The Perfect Tense. We have already discussed what are tense. Tense indicate the time of action or a state of being in the present, past and future. There are three types of tense: present tense, past tense and future tense. What are past tense? Past tense means what happened yesterday. Present tense means what happens today, and future tense means what will happen tomorrow. We have already discussed about simple tense, continuous tense. Now we will discuss about perfect tense. So there are three types of perfect tense: present perfect, past perfect and future perfect. We will start with the present perfect tense. What is present perfect tense? Present perfect tense describe an action that started in the past but has just been completed. The term present perfect suggests that an action has been completed recently. We form the present perfect tense with have or has plus past participle. So let's discuss the uses of present perfect tense. Your first is to talk about unfinished actions or habit that started in the past and the result of which we can see or feel even in the present. For example, he has lived in Lucknow for many years and he really likes the city. So he is still living in this city. So you can see or feel the present in the present also. So this is your first use. Now to talk about past action whose time of occurrence is not known or is not important. For example, Aditya is learning guitar. So do you know from when he started learning guitar? No. So time of occurrence, we don't know the time of occurrence and it's not that important. Now the third, to talk about an action that was completed in the very recent past and we use just already, recently, yet for such instance. For example, I have just finished my dinner. So this is your example. Now to talk about one's life experience, I have read the secret book. So this is his life experience that he has read the secret book. So now let's discuss the structure of the present perfect tense. We'll start with the affirmative sentence. Your first is subject, then auxiliary verb, then past participle and then the rest of the sentence. So Aditya has baked the cookies. Aditya's subject, has is the auxiliary verb, baked past participle and the rest of the sentence the cookies. Second example, they have eaten mangoes. So same, first is your subject, then auxiliary verb, then past participle and then the rest of the sentence. Now negative sentence, same thing, subject, then auxiliary verb, then as it is negative we will add not, then the past participle and the rest of the sentence. So let's see the example. She has not broken her arm. So first is subject, she has, that is auxiliary verb, not as it is negative sentence, broken past participle and the rest of the sentence. And same with the other example, he has not eaten fruits. Now let's discuss interrogative sentence. Your first is auxiliary verb, that is has or have, subject, past participle and the rest of the sentence. So let's see example. Have you hurt yourself? So your sentence will start with the auxiliary verb, that is have, then subject, you, hurt, past participle and the rest of the sentence. Second example, has she missed the bus? Same thing, auxiliary verb, subject, past participle and the rest of the sentence. Now let's discuss past perfect tense. What is past perfect tense? Past perfect tense indicates that an action was completed at same point of time in the past before another action began. And we use had plus past participle in the past perfect tense. So when do we use past perfect tense? The past perfect tense take place before another past action, as I have told you earlier. So now let's see the uses of past perfect tense. First is two action occurred in the past but one action had been completed much before the other. For example, when I reached the bus station, the bus had left. So here are two actions. He reached the station and bus had left. But the first action had occurred before the second action. So this is your first use. Then the second is to denote an action completed before a given point of time. For example, she had sent me a letter a year ago. Is it clear now? Now let's see the structure. We'll start with the affirmative sentence. Same thing, first subject, then auxiliary verb, past participle and the rest of the sentence. For example, they had decided to play in the park. The first is subject, then auxiliary verb, then past participle and the rest of the sentence. Now, second example, he had watched movie. First is subject, then had auxiliary verb, then the past participle and the rest of the sentence. Now let's discuss the negative sentence. Negative sentence, first it will come subject, then had, that is your auxiliary verb, then not as it is negative sentence, then the past participle and the rest of the sentence. Let's see the example. He had not cooked any food for us. So he is your subject, had is the auxiliary verb, then not as it is negative sentence and the past participle and rest of the sentence. And same with the other example, they had not finished their homework. Now interrogative sentence. As it is interrogative sentence, how it will start? It will start with the auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb is had, then subject, then past participle and the rest of the sentence. So let's see the example. Had you finished a song? So had is the auxiliary verb, you subject, past participle that is finished, a song that is the rest of the sentence. So now let's discuss future perfect tense. What is future perfect tense? The future perfect tense is used for an action which will have been finished at a particular time in the future. Now let's see the uses of the future perfect tense. First is to show the completion of an action before a specified point in the future. Okay. Now for example, I will save up all my money by this time next year. So what it is telling? He will save the money by this time in the next year. It is talking about the future. Now second it uses to talk about action that will take place after a given time in the future. For example, by 2020 I will have known Pragya for 10 years. So it is also talking about the future. Now let's discuss the structure of the future perfect tense. We'll start with the affirmative sentence. First subject, then auxiliary verb, then again auxiliary verb, then past participle and the rest of the sentence. So let's see the example. He will have read a book by next week. So first is subject, then will, that is auxiliary verb, have, that is auxiliary verb, then read, that is past participle and the rest of the sentence. Now let's see the other example. He will have resumed work by tomorrow. Again same thing, subject, then auxiliary verb, again auxiliary verb, resumed, that is past participle and the rest of the sentence. Now let's discuss negative sentence. So first is your subject, then auxiliary verb, then not as it is negative sentence, then again auxiliary verb, then past participle and the rest of the sentence. So let's see the example. The dog will not have finished its food by afternoon. So the dog is your subject, will is your auxiliary verb, not as it is negative sentence, have, again auxiliary verb, finished, that is past participle and the rest of the sentence. Now let's discuss interrogative sentence. In interrogative sentence, at first it will come auxiliary verb, then subject, then again auxiliary verb, then past participle and the rest of the sentence. So let's see the example. Will you have bought your necklace by the end of this year? So first is your auxiliary verb, you is your subject, have, again auxiliary verb, then past participle and the rest of the sentence. Second example, will Aditya have completed his graduation by 2020? So will is your auxiliary verb, Aditya is your subject, have is your auxiliary verb again, then completed, that is your past participle and the rest of the sentence. So that's all with this chapter. Thank you and have a good day.